Hello and welcome back to your English class. On this video, I'm going to explain adverbs. In order to understand adverbs, let's first analyze adjectives. Look at the word. The first two letters can make us think of math and addition. These type of words add information to whatever the ending means. So our next question is, what in the world then is adjective? What does it mean? Because of the form, we can think of two possibilities. The first one is subject, and the second one is object. Look at them. They look similar. Well, both are correct in this case. Let's read an example. He gives pink flowers to his loving girlfriend every month. In this sentence, the subject is he, and the objects are first the flowers and second the girlfriend. You might think that the girlfriend should be a subject. Well, nope. The subject is the doer of the action. In this case, he is the one that carries out the action of giving. And the flowers, specifically pink flowers, are receiving the action directly, while the girlfriend is receiving the action indirectly, but both are receiving the action. However, well, first, look at the adjectives in this sentence. They are underlined. Pink is the first adjective. Pink then is describing flowers. Pink is adding information about the object. And loving is our second adjective, and it is adding information about the girlfriend. So adjectives answer the question, what kind of, what type, and then flowers are being described by pink, and the girlfriend is being described by loving. However, subjects are not always the doers of the actions. Look, he is considerate. Considerate is an adjective. And in this case, he is not doing a single thing. He is being described. So adjectives can add information to the subject when he is being described or when they are being described. Okay? What is an adjective? It is a word that adds information or adds a description to a noun. A noun can be the subject or the object of the sentence, but also they can be, they can be pronouns. Let's check more examples of adjectives. Look at the following picture. The Beatles are careful when crossing the street. The Beatles is the subject. Careful is the adjective. And careful, in this case, is describing the subject. Why the subject? Because the Beatles are being described. Now here we see a group of careful men on a pedestrian crossing. Careful is the adjective. And what is careful? describing, or who is careful describing to. Careful is describing this man. And as we can see, we is the subject. The doers of this sentence is we. We see a group of careful. In this case, men are, or I mean, the word men is the object of the sentence because they are receiving the action of seeing. We see them. Okay, and these men are careful. Another example, that exam is easy, and it is easy to recognize the adjective. Uh, Easy is the adjective, and that exam is the subject of the sentence. Easy is describing then, or is adding information to the subject, that exam. And that exam is being described. The teacher only makes easy exams, and that, of course, refers to me. Again, it's easy to identify the adjective. Easy is the adjective, and the doer of the action is the teacher. However, in this case, easy is not describing the teacher, but the kind of exams she makes. So, exams is the object of the sentence. Exams are the receivers of the action make. So, they are the direct object. And easy then is describing an object, in this case, a direct object. Now let's contrast adjectives with adverbs with the same examples. The Beatles are careful when crossing the street. The Beatles, we said, are the subject. Careful is the adjective. Careful is adding information about the subject. But they cross the street carefully. Notice the similarities between careful and carefully. The only difference is the ending, ly. Carefully is describing cross, not the subject, not the object. How do they cross the street? Carefully. That exam is easy. We said that that exam is the subject and easy is the adjective. Easy is adding information to that object. I mean, in this case, the object happens to be a subject because, you know. The last example with an adverb is anyone can solve it easily. So, anyone is the subject and easily the adverb. Notice the same ending, ly. And easily is adding information about the action. How can anyone solve it? The answer is easily. We can say that adverbs answer the questions how, where, when, how much, and how often. The previous examples have answered the questions how. How do they cross the street? Carefully. How can anyone solve that exam? Easily. These are adverbs of manner. So we can say that the regular adverbs are regular because they always have the same ending. The root word or the base word is always an adjective in the regular adverbs. And the rule then is to add ly, like in the previous examples. Slow becomes slowly, patient, patiently, careful, carefully, beautiful, beautifully, fluent, fluently, quiet, quietly, quick, quickly. However, with these adjectives ending in y, like noisy, easy, happy, angry, my ending is going to have a slight difference. I'm going to change that y for an I. So noisy, the adjective, becomes noisily, an adverb. Noisily, easily, happily, angrily. And terrible ends in le. I'm going to drop that e. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to take it away. And e. But unfortunately, not all the adverbs are regular. Let's keep contrasting adverbs with adjectives. Look at the following example. Mike sings a lot. He is always very loud. He is the subject, and it is referring to Mike. It's a pronoun. While loud is the adjective. That adjective is describing him, the subject. He sings loud. Notice that we have the same word, loud. He is the subject. However, loud is not describing him anymore. It's describing the singing, so the action. How does he sing? Loud. Look at the following example. Julia is not good at playing chess. Good is the adjective. In this case, this adjective is negative. So Julia is the subject, and the meaning of not good is not good. So this adjective, good, is describing Julia in negative. But she doesn't play chess well. Notice that I have a totally different word, well, instead of good. And I keep my sentence negative. She doesn't play chess well. Well is not describing Julia, but how she plays. And how does she play? Not well. So these are adverbs. And this type of adverbs, loud and well, are irregular adverbs. Why are they irregular? Notice the adjective form. Good, fast, hard, early, late, loud. These adverbs either don't follow a pattern, like in the case of good, which is quite irregular, very different, but fast, hard, early, late, and loud keep the adjective form in the adverb. So let's review. What is an adjective and what is an adverb? First, we said before that an adjective adds information to either a subject or an object of the sentence, which are basically the doer or the one being described and the person or thing receiving the action. They can also be a place or a concept as a subject or an object. So what do they describe? They describe or add a quality to a person, a place, an animal, or an object or a thing. Meanwhile, the adverb, if we analyze the word, seems to be compounded by two parts too. And the first part, just like the adjectives, can make us think of addition. So these words also add information to what? To the verb, to an action verb. Okay, that's it. Got it? Cool. You're awesome. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye.